redneck, hillbilly, inbred jet. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so it looks like the pod track is moving up and down. It looks like Streamlabs is moving side to side.
Mics are cold.
Mics are not cold. Mics are hot. You can go fuck off. Mics are hot. Mics are hot.
They're
mics
all
are hot.
saying mics are cold.
Yeah, that's because they're delayed. Let's all just wait and see what they say now.
Mics are hot.
Oh, now the mics are hot. Oh, now can I start the show? Now do I have your permission to start the event? Can I go now? How about now? God damn it. It's just tell me what's going on. Don't flip me off. You got one job in this marriage, and it's to blindly support me. And what good is it? You're doing it again. She won't be on camera, and now she's flipping me off. That's 3. I'm not even looking over there no more. God damn it, I'm not doing it. All right. Well, I tell you what, before we can do anything, welcome to the Gen X Talks live stream. Gen X Talks, Generation X. Lots and lots of common sense. You can look at things, you just know. You just don't argue with me over you. Did you? No. Because let's be faced on something. You can argue anything if you want to. You could make an argument that 2 + 2 is 5. If you really wanted to string one out, you could make an argument for it. The most ridiculous thing, you could argue forever if you really wanted to. I have come to a point in my life when those people that are arguing an obvious point, you're gone. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Trippy is saying the mic is loud, lots of gain.
All right. Well, how about? Oh, he's right. Someone turned it up over here. How about this? How about now, Trip? 1 2 3 4 mic check now. 1 2 3 4 mic check now. He's right. It was all the way up into the red for some reason. We should be good there.
Trip says,
Trip, we good, baby? All right. Trip says we're on fire. We're on fire. All right. You could argue anything. You could argue if you wanted the most ridiculous things. 2 + 2 is 5. You could say so. You could say that. You argue that the sun is on fire and burning oxygen if you wanted to. The dumbest things ever. You could say those things. I have got to a point where I will debate. I will argue with you. If you're trying to learn and I'm trying to learn, I'll go through the motions. But I'm cutting people out who are just wasting my time with the most blatantly stupid. But I can't do anymore. This is nonsense. So just realize that all of you that I cut out of my life today, you're full of shit. Every single one of you. Yes, you are. That means you. Now, if we're still talking, then everything's good. And how do we start the show? On common sense, we have to start the show the same way every time. I think my brother-in-law, my brother in Mendon, Nevada, is raising his glass right now. In fact, his arm is probably tired of holding the glass up in the air waiting for me. But we have a brand new, whoa, that is not the one. Where's the one? Where's the one? There's the one. That is a brand new $1.2 million view. It has the new Gen X Talks Las Vegas glass. It is Pendleton, and it is right where we're supposed to be. Thank you very much to the Sun Valley Fox and to Gen X Mom for getting this picture created for us. But we can begin the show. We got to kick this pig, and we start it with a drink. Don't make me drink alone. I will drink alone. I've drank alone before. I'll probably drink alone again. I've done it. I think we've all done that. How many of you have drank alone before? Yeah, raise your hand. You and me both. But we don't have to tonight because we got each other, and it's going to be the fastest hour in radio. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K, my friends, and it's time to explore. Here we go. All right. With that out of the way, Gen X Bomb, do you have anything between the sheets you'd like to contribute?
I do not at this moment.
Well, then, guess what that means? We get to start the goddamn show. All right, just to put this out there, I got some stuff in order, some stuff not. I thought this was funny. I thought a little bit of levity would start the thing, but the cruise was shitty. It was a shitty cruise. It rained a lot, but they had a great buffet. I had 2 of everything. Is it 2 of everything? You see what? Okay, well, whatever. You guys can tell I've been pre-gaming a little bit too much. I thought it was fucking funny. I thought it was great. You can copy and paste that. But on a serious note, even though President Trump has taken over, the economy is still very, very tough. Yeah, it's tough. And money just doesn't go as far as it used to. $20 doesn't buy what it used to out on the street, does it? No. And let's be fair. In all areas of this type of transaction, it's a monopoly board. We all know that. There are certain streets where everything's $500. You can do $300. Get down here, it's $100. But towards the end, when you're down near what is it? Your Park Place is the high end. You're going back the other way. Was it Baltic? And Mediterranean, those little purple ones, yeah, $20. They get you whatever you want for $20.
Low rent district?
Low rent doesn't go quite as far. But anyway, just to tell you that. So where are we? There's some stuff going on here. I'll do this one first. This was the staff picture in Las Vegas. That's right. There's a staff checking in there during the show or the event, and we all got some time to chime in there. That's Trippy Pineapple on your far left in the black hat. Briggs is on top. Josh Maddox. I think Josh has the only blue hoodie in existence.
Yes, he has said that anything I mess up on, he wants it.
Yeah, I think you've just been sending it to him. Anytime you mess up on something dumb, you just give it to Josh. Is an island of misfit toys when it comes to Gen X Talks merchandise, all the experimental stuff. And there's your lovely queen strangling me around the neck. It's myself. Above Gen X Mom is Disney Kid, Chris Yeager. I don't think he's in tonight, but he's bouncing around usually. And the lovely Sammy Jo, which she's sitting on my lap, although you can't tell because it's the same height. She can be standing or sitting. You can't tell with Sammy Jo, but that's okay. When she sits down all the way, her feet don't touch the floor. It's one of those deals. So, but we did have fun in Las Vegas. We'll talk about a little bit more about that. On our way home, Gen X Mom, do you remember where we stopped to look at Fred?
Oh, yeah, Beatty.
And
Nevada.
what is Fred?
Fred is a donkey.
Yeah, a donkey
burro.
or a mule. And they say, there's a sign, Fred he's out on the main street. He's out on the main drag of town. We didn't know Fred had pals. He got friends.
There's a gang of them.
He got a gang. I don't know what you call a gang of donkeys. Is it a herd? I guess just a herd, like horses? It could be. So we turn down the street, and you say, there's signs, don't molest the donkeys, don't feed the donkeys, don't touch the donkeys, don't go near the donkey. Okay, so all we do is pull up, and as soon as Gen X Mom rolls her window down, those fuckers come run. Don't tell me.
He put his head in the window.
Don't tell me they don't know what they're doing. These donkeys, as soon as the window comes down, they know exactly what they're doing. Don't act like, oh, you lured the donkey over to your car with food. Bullshit. They stuck their fucking heads in and we're saying, where's the goddamn food? Look at this picture right here. There's two of them with their mugs well inside the vehicle. I mean, they're asking for food right here. So I'm not kidding you. In Beatty, there must have been 13 or 14 of them. The bigger ones kept pushing out the little guy, though. Remember the little guy who was under the mirror and he just couldn't quite fit inside because the two bigger ones, and there's 12 or 13 around the truck, and the little guy's he's looking good. Come on, give me some food. And Gen X Mom, of course, she was palm feeding all the donkeys that came up through the window, and then she took care of the little guy. She gave him a little boost there. But yeah, if you're ever running through Beatty and you see Fred hangs out on the main drag. I think Fred's a bit of a loner, but he's kind of cool. You turn down a side street, and I'll tell you, these donkeys come and run us. That was a lot of fun to do, too. All right. Now, I have a question here. This is a Gen X question. Let me see if I get this right. Let me back this up here. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. Okay. I think I know who both people in this picture are. This was just on a site. I don't remember if I stumbled across this on X or Instagram. But the point I'm going to make, this is what I want to say before you guys get all distracted. Everybody was getting it wrong on the two pictures. Okay. I think Miley Cyrus put this up there. She says, the next person that sends me this is fucking dead. Joking, to making it funny. I'm guessing it's Miley Cyrus is the older girl on the one side. But here's the thing for Gen Xers. Everybody on the other side says this is the girl from the movie Aliens.
No, not Alien.
And I said, no, it's not Alien.
Waterworld, right?
Not even, no, it's not. That was another guess, was Waterworld. It's not Waterworld either. I scrolled through 85 comments on this. I don't think anybody got it right. I thought that, now maybe I'm wrong. I thought this was the girl from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Lots of people are saying that.
What?
Road Warrior, Mad Max.
You see?
Lots of people.
How come we're the only ones who get this right? This is something that everybody was chiming in, and they're arguing, and they're arguing back and forth, and I'm like, none of you fuckers are getting this right. None of you have this correct. And then all of a sudden, then you're doubting yourself because, well, how can I be right when 17,000 other people are they're fucking all getting it wrong. Anyway. All right. So are we all in agreement here? Can we move on? Did I have that right? Because I did chime in as Gen X Talks and said, I've got to be fair with you. You're all full of shit. And I said, it's a Mad Max character, Road Warrior, Beyond Thunderdome. I left it there. I didn't want to go back. 15,000 people probably jumped my shit, but fuck them. I didn't go back, so who knows? I have a problem with this. You know how when you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram and it comes up with suggestions of things you should do? I came up as a suggestion. And now I'm going to show you the picture. I'm not happy about it. I'm not proud. And it's like, you should join Gen X Talks. You should subscribe. Become a member. Don't we have to put those things out there? Doesn't Gen X Talks have to put stuff out there? And I know who owns this picture. Here it comes. This is what I took a screenshot of the whole thing so you could see. Look at that. What it says right there. Subscribe, become a member. Gen X Talks. Why would we put this out there as to draw you in? Hey, look at how much fun this is. Join. No. We would never do that. So I don't know how this got in this place, but I know who owns this picture. I let this picture happen in the strictest of confidence. I mean, this ranks right up there with all the nude pictures in my 20s and 30s, and I would never let this out. And then here we are. There's like a door. I told you, drinking out of a straw, you look like a fat kid at the zoo with suspenders on. Now it's public information. It's like a fucking billboard out there. How did that even happen? Gen X mom?
I take the fifth senator.
You got it. If you did something, then I need to know. What'd you do?
I put that up there.
How did you get this pic? Sammy Joe was the only one who had this.
I took that picture.
Sammy Joe took this picture.
I took that picture. If that doesn't draw people to subscribe to Gen X Talks Instagram or Facebook.
You know, I looked at our analytics. I think we got negative numbers today. I think people quit over this picture.
I think it's great. That is great advertising right there.
That is terrible advertising.
That is awesome advertising.
Hey, you know what it looks like? It looks like a 60-year-old man is seeing boobs for the first time. That's what it looks like.
Or it's been a while.
Right? Yeah, well, Sammy Joe and Gen X Mom are now on my shit list, and I'm going to build a permanent woodshed for both of them. All right. What was it? You
and everybody else that was drinking the damn chocolate milk in Vegas. Chocolate milk in Vegas.
I had one.
Sammy, Disney Kid.
I wanted to be social.
You.
I don't give a shit about Disney Kid. I was being sociable with Sammy Joe because we had a moment at Disneyland a year or so ago, and I thought, okay, I won't miss it this time. I'll have a chocolate milk. I'm not opposed to chocolate milk. It was a weak chocolate milk. Wasn't very good. It was watered down like you wouldn't believe. But hey, I'm not going to complain about it. All right, but it kills the stories. So on our way, leaving Vegas, there's a little place on the loneliest highway. Does anybody know the highway in Nevada that is nicknamed the loneliest highway in the country? Anybody? I'll wait till I see it come up in the comment section. Do you know, Gen X Mom? Can you tell me when the right answer comes across there?
I will. I'm only on watching YouTube.
Valerie Walker. He looks like he swallowed a fish, she said. Oh, Dragon Slayer Jade says that picture just makes you chuckle. Yeah, she's going in timeout. Jane Motts is trying to figure shit out. Yeah, I'm just asking. Does anybody know? Is anybody out there? And you got TikTok and there's X. Nobody knows on any platform.
Mike Perkins.
What'd Mike Perkins say?
Highway 50.
No, not Highway 50.
I think that is the loneliest.
No, the loneliest highway is the one we were on going north and south. 50 goes east and west. All right, here comes the debate. God damn it. I'm trying to segue into a story here. We're getting all hemmed up. Yours, mine, his, ours. Here we go. Come on.
I'm checking the internet because we all know that's the one that,
Sahara said Highway 17, and I don't even know where Highway 17 is. 109, nope. Now, see, I think there's a couple in here. I think Dude got it right, and I think Hell from Rob got it right. That's what... No, you're not in the woodshed, Dragon Slayer Jade. Jesus Christ. Dude says 195. He had 395. I'm leaving it there.
95 goes from the bottom of California all the way up to the border of British Columbia.
No, but who gives a shit? I'm talking about that stretch of road we were on. I just need to move on, but now I can't move on till we settle on this.
Well, it doesn't say it's the loneliest highway.
It is, though.
I think it's Highway 50. I think you're wrong.
It is not Highway 50. There's no way it's Highway 50.
I think you're wrong.
No, I don't care. No,
I'm
and
looking
then no
at
again.
95 did not list it.
395. Okay, look on the map where Area 51 is, that little podunk, not the real Area 51, but the little podunk hamburger stand at general store at Area 51.
Highway 50 is known as the loneliest road in America.
They better change that shit because that's not right.
Well, I'm telling you.
No, some millennial fucked that thing up. All right. So here we go. On the road, the loneliest highway, not 50, going north and south. We weren't there. There's a little truck stop, little patch of grass out there where they have Area 51's got a big billboard with all the alien heads, and you pull over. It's got an Area 51 store, which is kind of cute and clever. And then it's got an Area 51 brothel, which we found interesting. Now, right in front of the brothel, there's a big, huge brothel sign that lights up at night. It's an old sign, been there for about 65 or 70 years. I think Sun Valley Fox was there at the grand opening back in the day. And they have a sign that people have begun putting stickers on. So if you go there, there's 1,000 stickers from 1,000 places, and everybody's using it as their personal billboard. And wouldn't you know, Briggs, I'm going to find it here. Let's see, no, turn that off. Briggs made sure that Gen X Talks was represented with a bumper sticker at the highest point. He put it up flat across that arrow. So if you drive by there, all the other stickers on this sign that is up in the air, and he crawled up there, Gen X Talks is on top, which is the position we prefer if you're going to be in a brothel, on top of the sign. So he put the sticker up there, so if you want to drive by, you can look, you can see it, get a close-up shot, you can check it out. It's there.
I have to add a comment.
Yeah, add a comment.
I posted this on the Instagram subscribe site.
Yeah.
And we got dinged for it. Because because you put the word whore in the picture.
Well, don't post that.
I took it down, but I put it up there, and then they dinged me like right away.
Yeah,
and then I deleted it.
Don't post stuff like that up there. It's not a good idea. It's bad. I only posted it up on it was a member site. Yeah, I wonder why they got mad about a member site.
I wonder why. Because it wasn't for public. It was for the number of subscribers we have on Instagram.
If you get us kicked off Instagram again.
No, it's gone.
And we're not kicked off. Everything's back where it was.
Everything's fine.
We can still make our $13.12.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I tell you.
John Morgan wants to know: is there a gold coin next to that bumper sticker?
We almost put a gold coin under the bumper sticker.
Oh.
That would have been good. But
it's not.
No, it's not. All right. So along the way, we did stop, and Gen X Mom's kind of gotten used to this out of me over the years. I forget where we were tooling along there, but I went by, saw a 59 Ford pickup.
Oh, my goodness. We actually drove past it and had to turn around and go back.
Yeah, we did. And I just wasn't. It's the grill I wanted.
I was praying we weren't coming back for it.
We didn't have to.
Thank God.
If it was the right one, I'd have been knocking on doors and trying to see who wanted to get rid of it. However, this was not quite the one I wanted. This was a dually. It was an F350. I wanted the F100. So sadly, we walked away. But this is about as close as I've got to the 59. I want a 59. I had the right grill and the right hood, close to the right cab. So we moved on. But she's gotten used to that. All right. But speaking of the good old days, back when there was turn signals on cars like they're supposed to be, and you rolled up windows with cranks. I miss the old days. I miss the politeness and the common sense and the caring of the old days. One of the things I miss most is the friendliness of people when you could pull up and ask for directions. And people would come right up to your window and help you, and you could say, "Hey, I'm a little lost right here. Where do I go?"
Did you ask for directions once upon a time?
No, I've asked for directions many times.
Gotcha.
And this girl, nice enough to take time out of her day to go help this fella out, who's clearly on his way home.
MapQuest is taking their job away from them.
That's tough. I see.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of technology just for that reason. I like the friendliness. I think the collective neighborhood feeling is gone. And look at this. This old boy's clearly on his way home from Domino's Pizza or Office Depot or something in his bright red shirt, and just need a little help. Need a little help along the way. So. Just don't forget, ladies, to always be friendly and be kind. I think it's something that we're sadly in lack of these days. All right. So we're going back to the old days, and there was a bunch of pictures came through, and it was the click or not click. Click or not click. You guys know I don't click on everything that comes through on my Google feed, but there was some grocery stuff that came through, and as boring as you might think grocery stuff can be, I kind of thought some of it was good. So this one came across, and of course everyone's talking about this, like, oh, look at all the groceries you get. Look at all the things you can get for $65 and on and on. And I know it's a long time ago, and I don't necessarily agree with all the foods that are in there. Not always my thing. But do you know what came to my mind? If my mother or grandmother saw me stack the cart like that, they would have whooped my ass. That's the first thing I thought of. Is like,
is that a Schlitz beer?
where?
What is that? Oh, no, that's ginger ale, I think.
Schweppes. It says Schweppes.
I thought that was like, she had like beer cans in there.
Big old tall boy, a 40 ounce of Schlitz. Well,
I'm looking to see what's in there.
So, well, and everybody does, but
They probably don't even make half that stuff now.
all I thought of was if my mom or if my grandma turned the corner and saw me stacking shit like that, she'd be pissed. She'd be like,
I would be too. Personally, I like yeah.
you know why you women like them organized? Because if a guy throws everything in there like that, you're done shopping. You could be halfway through the store, but guess what? The cart's full. Let's go. Women will stack better than Tetris to make sure if your husband says, fill the cart and we're leaving, you guys will fill that thing perfectly like Tetris. Then the top of it will look like Jed Clampett's 23 Oldsmobile, and the Clampett's moving with the Beverly Hillbillies moving from back east to that's how you guys make the top.
And then we get a second cart.
So that was one thing. It just came to my mind as everyone's talking about how much money you could spend and how much food. I'm looking at it going, I'm going to get my ass kicked. Now this picture's been around the internet for a long time. This is actually one of the cleanest versions I've seen. And all I'm going to tell you guys, and for you younger listeners and viewers on here, especially if you're on TikTok and you stumbled across the Gen X Talks live stream and you have no idea what this picture is, you've never lived it, you've only seen it. And let me explain two things about this picture to you younger viewers. One is, and I don't know how to explain this. You're just going to have to trust me on this. Sodas taste better in glass.
Absolutely.
Not plastic. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it to you. I'm telling you, it's true. It's the same thing.
Oh, they can't make it any colder in glass.
No.
The cans, not so much, but an ice cold glass of soda. Oh.
There's a few things in my life that I'm stuck on mentally about this. One is an ice cold soda in a glass on a hot summer day. A Pepsi or a Coke, or for me, a root beer. Just there's nothing different. Here's another one. This is going to sound dumb. There's probably
cold crush in a glass bottle. Orange Crush.
Yeah. Now, here's something that maybe three people. Now, we're on a lot of platforms right now. We're on 2 Facebook pages, YouTube. We're on TikTok. We're on X. We're on Rumble. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of moving parts around here. And I'll bet there's 3 people that are going to agree with me, and there's going to be 6,000 that say, no. But if you have a tin cup and you catch water from a cold stream way up in the mountains, I don't think there's anything fresher than that to me. Now, you can get well water from Hawaii coming through the filtered rock, or Bend, Oregon, filtered rock. I got it. That's really good. But I'm telling you, when you've been hiking up in the hills and you're way back in there and you're up top and you have a tin cup in your hand and you put it in that running water and you get a sip of that cold coming right off the snow, I don't know. Maybe it's me. The other part about this picture, I told you there was 2 things. I didn't lie. One was the glass. And number 2, and I don't know how much of a difference this makes, but do you see the labels on that? They used to be styrofoam.
Oh, yeah.
There was a period of time, and it didn't last for super long, but they were styrofoam. It was easier to grip. I think it kept the liquid inside cooler, if you want to know my opinion. I don't know. I don't have too much of a preference on that, but you can raise your hand if you remember that. This is true. They were styrofoam on a lot of those for a period of time. But anyway, there's 2 things about that picture I promised you, and so there you go. Here's another one, and when you're a young man and you're fumbling through life in college, or you're out on your own for the first time, you could go back here and get those Swansons or Hungry Man dinners, and they were 4 for $1. When they were on sale, or even later in life, $1 a piece. You could go a long way on those TV dinners. And I know you guys don't know much about those. I don't even know if they have TV dinners anymore. Probably in jail. And they're all served on cardboard. But I'm telling you, that was a thing. There was a time when you'd see there's women back here planning out their meals, but some college age guy comes slapping and just grabbing stuff and throwing it in the cart just as fast as he could, because he needed to get 30 of those things to get through the week.
Ooh, I love those apple pies, like the dessert in the middle. Those were golden. Those were awesome.
Some of those were really good, and some of them ended up with Salisbury steak in them, and I wasn't too happy about it. But yeah, it did happen. Good stuff there. Just going through. Now, this one's a little confusing for me, just a touch. Now, if you look at the picture, maybe... Now, you see at the bottom, they have kennel meal, and at the top, the sign says kennel ration. And on the bottom, the kids, it's all full of dog food, because kennel was dog food, right? Kennel ration dog food. That was a big thing.
Yes.
And but it's in the picture. They're in the cereal section for people. And at first I thought, well, they're just passing through. But the sign above it, am I not wrong? Wasn't kennel ration dog food? Kennel ration was dog food, right?
No, I think you're changing that. I don't know.
Okay, look now. Tell me that's not dog food. It even says chicken on it. Kennel meal.
Chuck wagon. Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
It was in the middle of the aisle. When was the last time you were at a grocery store?
I don't know, but why is it why is it in the middle of is it like if you can't afford the cereal, just grab a bag of dog food?
No, the spaces, the aisles were much bigger back in the day.
So why is it in the people food aisle?
It was probably on sale, so they put it in the middle of the aisle.
I think it's a terrible message to send to children. Hey, if you can't afford the Life cereal, just grab some dog food and keep on going.
Yeah, that's about what Quaker Oats is.
Well, there's Life and there's Quaker Oats.
There's stuff up there I haven't seen in forever.
Yeah, I just thought it was I like how the kid's in the store and he's got the balloons keeping him busy. His mom's like, hold these with both hands and don't touch anything. I always got to have a distraction there. All right, what else was there? This is something I never saw. But when you think about it, before they had computers and printers, how did they put up all the signs all around the store?
By hand?
For what was on sale? Yeah, they had to have, and I never saw it.
They had a person that did it.
Look right there. This was actually a person, and she did the calligraphy, and there's the brushes that she used and stuff. I thought, when I saw this, I went, you know what? They had to do it that way when I was a kid, but I never saw it.
Do you know Trader Joe's still has people put things like on their chalkboards by hand?
Really?
Yes, they do.
I actually sent this picture to the Sun Valley Fox, your older brother, and I asked him, I said, how familiar are you with this? Did you see this? He goes, yeah, it doesn't look familiar. He says, back in my day, it was ink and quill.
Oh, I was going to say charcoal.
They had feather. They had a feather like Ben Franklin, ink and quill. And I didn't know that. And then he goes, they call them supermarkets, but back then they were called general stores, and nothing was cold unless you went underground and got it from the ice house. He had a lot of good information, but, he wasn't quite familiar.
I would have been really good at that job.
This is too modern for him.
I've perfected my printing.
Yes, you have. You write like your father. You write like a typewriter. All right. So where was it? Citizen, the glass toad, ink quill. Yeah. So real quick here, I need to go through some stuff. Click or don't click. You guys know stuff that comes across my screen, and click or don't click.
He clicks every single time.
Okay, number one, that is a goddamn lie. Number two, it ruins the premise of the story if it's click or don't click. Ladies and gentlemen, things that come across the screen, click or don't click. If I just go click, it's the click session. It's the click segment of the program where I click on it. Do you see how dumb that sounds? You have to have a little showmanship, a little flair, a little panache. Do you understand?
Christopher Sevick wants to know more Florida crap.
Wow. Does Christopher Sevick live in Florida? Because it might be. He's a little touchy when Christopher Sevick, when we talk about Florida, his relatives are involved in the pictures 1 out of 10 times. No.
They all know you. They're all saying you click.
I don't click. I don't always click. This one I clicked on because it's titled.
It had boobs?
No, it did not have boobs. You guys think I'm that predictable? If it's Florida or boobs, I'm just automatically in? Well, I'm offended.
Absolutely.
I'm offended.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to sit over here and be offended. I don't care. All right. This was emotionally damaged people say the following. These are phrases from emotionally damaged people. And I want to tell you, I got in 3 phrases and I thought to myself,
you're damaged?
Are these? No. No, I didn't think I was damaged. I thought, is this a list of emotionally damaged people or people that are just married? Because it could go either way for me. So we'll just raise our hands. We'll talk about it. I got 6 of them. Let's go through them real quick. This is a proven study from many universities, and true, it's a story, and not always a true story. And you are an emotionally damaged person if you say these phrases, or you may know someone. All right, here's one.
Oh, I know I'm damaged.
I can't handle this anymore. People that walk around going, I can't handle this anymore. They're emotionally fucked up.
I would say so.
Or they're married. Because I don't think you're emotionally fucked up, but I've heard you say this before, and you were always talking about me.
Oh, 100%. I am emotionally damaged. I know.
It's you walk away going, I can't handle this anymore. All right, just saying, that's one. So is that just in the comment section, wherever you may be, is that emotionally damaged or married? Emotionally damaged or married? You just write that word in there, then we'll calculate it. We'll know at the end what the score is. Here's another one. I feel like a burden. I feel like such a burden. Emotionally damaged people would say that. So if you say that a lot, you're emotionally a fucked up person. However,
I don't think I've said that.
No, you've said that to me. You've said
I've never said that.
Yeah, you've said that to me. You've said
like you're a burden to me.
Yeah, you've said, you know what? You're a fucking burden. Start pulling your own weight around here.
Oh, that I've said.
But I feel like such a burden. Oh, I'm just a burden on Yeah, you're an emotionally fucked up person. That's what I think. I don't think that one's marriage. What's another
Love
one?
And
Number
marriage,
3.
Love and
I just want to disappear is another one. I just want to disappear. I got to be honest. That's 50-50. You can be emotionally damaged or you could be married. I just need to disappear. And I think that's why it was important in the 80s.
I never say I want to disappear. I always go, I want a vacation.
Yeah, I think that's where we came up with that phrase, the commercial in the 80s, Calgon, take me away.
Oh, yes.
Because that's as far away as you could really disappear when you have a house of 8. You can't really disappear, but it goes either way. Marriage? Emotionally damaged? I'm just asking questions here. Don't hate me. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. All right, here's another one. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I am the queen of that one.
I don't want to talk about it.
I am the queen.
The thing I learned later in life with girls, chicks, is when they say, I don't want to talk about it.
But yet they put a guy with it.
And you go, okay. Don't talk about it. And what do girls do? They come up an hour later. Okay, so here's what's going on. You got to stop and go, no. You didn't want to fucking talk about it. That time has passed. And you hold them to it. No, now listen to me. When they say that shit, I know this is going to cause problems right now because you guys are sitting next to each other. I don't care. I'm giving you truth right here. I'm giving you the steps for free. I'm not even charging you for this. You're welcome, America and Denmark. When she says, I don't want to talk about it, you say, fine, don't talk about it. When she comes out to the garage an hour later and says, you know, what's really bugging me is, no. And you stop her and say, no, you said you didn't want to talk about it.
I never see that.
Well, now I do want to talk about it. Well, I'm sorry. The time for you to do that was when I asked. I'm not asking right now. So shut the fuck up and get back in the kitchen. That's a little sexist, but you get the idea. What? You don't what?
I don't say I don't want to talk about it and come back.
No, you never do. You're
Nope.
just a dick the whole day.
That's right.
Towards everybody.
I don't want to talk about it.
Kids come and say, what's wrong with mom? Something's wrong. What's wrong? I don't know. She won't talk about it. Well, how are you going to fix it? I can't. Everybody just leave her alone. Let her sit in her own misery because you will not tell anybody. That aspect, you're more of a guy than anybody I know.
Oh, hell yes, I
You
am.
won't talk about that shit at all. All right. We're almost done. 2 more. What do damaged people say? I feel like my whole life is falling apart. Well, no shit.
I know a lot of girls that have used that
Most
statement.
of our lives are falling apart. Mine's falling apart right now. I'm not going to be a little girl about it, though. So, again, emotionally damaged or you just married? No. It's a tough one on that one. All right.
I don't know.
Last one. Here we go. Emotionally damaged or just married? Oh, I never do anything right. Yeah, well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I always do everything right. I don't make mistakes. Rule number 1 is I don't make mistakes. Rule number 2 is if you think I made a mistake, refer to rule 1. That's it. Now, and then you got Gen X mom who walks around and goes, she gets all upset.
I'm practically perfect in every way.
You start crying, go, fine, I just don't do anything right. And I have to sit her down and put my arms around her and go, no, you are fucking everything up. You are correct. The last 9 things you did, you fucked up. Now fix it. Don't sugarcoat this shit. If they fucked up, I just don't do anything right. And even when they do that when they fuck shit up, and then they want you to go, no, it's okay. I didn't mean to push you over the edge. It's okay. We'll work through this. Just tell them, yeah, you did. This last 2 things you did, that was wrong. You fucked it up. Don't do it again. Let's move on. But yeah, now. That's mostly marriage. I don't know anybody who's emotionally damaged, sitting at home alone, staring out a window by themselves or talking to their cat saying, I just never do anything right. Although I know people in my life that every single thing that we've listed tonight, though, and they're all girls, and they've said every one of those things. They're emotionally fucked up. That's just my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. None of my opinions matter. I haven't had an original thought in my head since 1973. Can we all agree on that? Good. Glad you're coming along with me.
Aren't all Gen Xers emotionally damaged?
Yeah, probably. We just don't talk about it.
See, there you go. You just use the thing. I don't want to talk about it.
So we did get up to Dayton on our trip after Vegas. Here's a little part of the property up there with Briggs. He hadn't seen it before. And Gen X mom pretending she's going to be okay in the cold, which now she's learning she might not be. But she did walk the whole property.
What?
You did? What?
I loved being out there.
What do you always say when I tell you how cold it's going to be?
I'll be indoors.
But you're not. You're outdoors.
And it was beautiful.
Okay. So we did walk the property. The snow was good. We saw a lot of tracks up there, a lot of tracks in the snow because it was only a couple inches deep and very soft. So everything, quail left a trail behind them of their tail feathers. That's how detailed it was. But also one of the things we're doing is the first thing that's got to go up on the property when time and money prevails. This is an exact replica of what's going up first in the back of the property. I think all of you guys would agree. The color scheme fits, the big door, the little door, the man door. Just think I could put the studio in there behind the glass in that door. It can be the man cave in there with a little automotive lift. Look how it's got a little door on the outside and the back there too. So you're not lugging all your shit around. This is what I want. The only problem is when someone says this building is $7,000 off the price. It's like $7,000 off. How much does it cost? I mean, if you can afford to give $7,000 off the price, how much is the fucking barn, man?
Danny H wants to know, what are the varmint laws up there?
The local people keep telling me
you could shoot
it, bury it, and don't talk about it. So I guess, I don't know if that's an unwritten law, but everybody pass it along to me. Guys, right now, raise your hand if I should be able to have this. I'm not even putting it to a vote because girls don't count. This is a guy thing. And yes, I'll have a little corner of it with a potbelly stove for keeping the whole place warm.
I love that. I actually really, really like that.
You know what? This is actually the one I want to get eventually, and I thought you would.
I really like that.
It fits. We just got to raise the ground, pour the concrete, and then have somebody come in and stab it on there. Anyway, that's what I'm shooting for someday down the road. You guys know that we went from Las Vegas to Reno to conduct some business. We had the big show with everybody in Las Vegas. We did do 2 shows from the Sun Valley Fox's house. This was the prevailing view. This is what everybody saw most of the time. We did click around with some individual cameras, but everybody seemed to like this view best, the one where it shows everybody on there. And that was your queen, Gen X mom on your left, Ben Matlock.
Never lost a case.
Then Christine Matlock and the Sun Valley Fox. And St. Donna walks around. She's been in the background along with Zelly the dog. But we had a great time. It was a lot of fun setting that up and putting that together to do those. I was very grateful to St. Donna and Sun Valley Fox for letting us destroy their house
we did.
for a couple of events. But it really worked out well when you bring all the gear. It was a fun show. So that was the wisdom. We also did the podcast from there too. So you guys can look at the podcast. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but that was done in the same location and filmed. The audio version of the podcast dropped Friday everywhere, and the video version drops tonight at midnight on YouTube. So if you guys want to see the video version, click away. Now, on our way back, we did get out from under the storm. We had to sneak over the pass really quick before a big storm came in and kept us in Reno. And as the snow was falling, Briggs says, Dad, I've never been in the snow. I said, yes, you have. You've been in the snow 1,000 times. No, I've never been in falling snow. I was like, who cares? We're trying to beat the storm. We're on the top of the pass. We need to slip over the mountain range before the fucking snow gets here. He's like, but Daddy, I've never stood in the falling snow before, Daddy. I said, oh my fucking Christ. And then you look over at your wife and she's like, are you going to not let our baby boy go out in the snow? I was like, I'm going to stop on the side of the road and push you both out and keep driving. So I did stop, and the kid got his chance to actually be in the falling snow. This is the best picture because all the other ones, he just looks giddy and stupid. If you're on the member site, you already know this. I made a video of the snow of the thing. It was just like a 30-second video of all the pictures of him. So if you're on the paid member site, which is Patreon, which is YouTube member, or the General's Lunchbox on Facebook, you guys got that already. So you guys have seen the whole thing, but it's for everybody else. Nice little touch there. I had a little problem today. I'm getting a little tired of Disney not informing me of their decisions to make changes.
Oh, really?
I could tolerate it in the beginning.
They didn't send you a 3-part
No, they didn't send
email?
me anything. They didn't even ask permission. They didn't say because Disney is part of my life, Star Wars is part of my life, and now they're making a decision. And I didn't even know that in Disney World there was a hotel. Apparently, there was a
Disney World
in Florida, Star Wars themed hotel, like finished up and running. They ran it for a year, and I didn't know. They didn't tell me about it. They didn't ask about it. They didn't tell me when it was done. It was $5,000 a couple.
Jeez.
To do some
a night?
a package. I don't know how long the package was good for.
Okay.
And it was $6,000 if there was 2 couples, and then they closed it down and said nobody was attending and it wasn't getting great reviews. And there's a few pictures of the inside. Didn't really show decorations.
Because I have a problem with Disney and having the Star Wars franchise. I don't think they should coincide together.
No, but they bought it, $2 billion, whatever it was, that Lucas signed it off. They can now fuck it up any way they want to.
A couple of our people have been there.
Well, here's the gig. How do they charge that much money to Star Wars fans? They know we're all broke. Do you see how many times we buy Star Wars merchandise? Do you see the Lego sets that we buy? Lego Death Stars for $1,900, Lego full-size R2-D2s for $2,000. We don't have any money left over as Star Wars fans. We've spent it all on your fucking movies, your merchandise. We got boxes and boxes of this shit, and then you come along. You know what? You should have let us stay there for free as a reward for being faithful and loyal, even though you fucked up the franchise. You should have given us these rooms for free, saying, hey, we completely fucked up Star Wars. Here, come stay with us for a week. We're sorry. Enjoy the park. That's the other thing. Even if it's not completely Star Wars, if it's Disney, how do you expect Disney fans to stay here? When people go to Disneyland 52 times a year, nobody has any money left over to stay at a place like this. You just fucking gouging, and they shut it down. They closed it. They said now, and it was open for like a year. Can you imagine the money they spent on that high-tech place and all the decorations like Disney does, and then just go, fuck it, we messed up. I don't know. But then again,
somebody needs to clear the jar.
Yeah.
We have a new $2 hoe.
We do have a new $2 hoe, and nobody knows who it is. And Sweets is not here. And nobody on YouTube is dropping in $2. You think you guys could have spent $2? No.
I think a couple people did. Let me see. Let me go over the sheets real quick.
Well, don't say anything. Hydrating.
T-Bone 76. How is the bus coming? He wants to know.
My daughter's dropping the ball on that. I got to crack the whip. Thank you for reminding me. You got to do that.
Shiloh, $5. First 5 to make the pick a sponsored ad.
First 5 to be. No, she's talking about that stupid straw and the chocolate. No. Give her $5 back and banish her from the realm. That's bullshit.
Nightbot on YouTube is celebrating 28 months tonight. Dr. Shadowlight on Rumble, I believe. General, you should wear the banana sauce union hat. Maybe take a shot of our finest banana sauce infused whiskey. Plus, rumor has it, you had multiple glasses of chocolate milk, General.
Okay, Dr. Shadowlight, I'm only going to tell you this once. Multiple glasses of chocolate milk, allegedly. And number 2, no fucking way am I drinking banana-flavored whiskey or wearing the banana sauce union hat. My wife said I had to at the Vegas event, so I did it. It burned my head while it was on. You took one picture. We're done. All right? You can only tolerate your nemesis for so long. All right? You just can't do that.
All right. Yeah. I just saw something go through really quick. Where did it go? I just saw something. Hold on.
If you guys
Robert London just bought a $1,200 Millennium Falcon Lego set.
Do you see? That's awesome. That is dedication to the Force.
There is a Lego set that I want that I missed out on that I can't find.
You?
That I can't find.
You?
That I missed out on that I want that I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I can't find. That I missed out on that I Yes.
What?
It's for me.
Don't say it's Mary Poppins.
No, it's called Lego Books Are Your Passion.
What?
That's what it's called. I looked.
What does that even mean?
It's a limited edition Lego set. I really need it because.
But what, you build a book when you're done?
No, it's like a girl with book. It has like a book library. It's very cool, but I can't find it.
You can't even describe it.
No, it's a bookcase.
Oh, it's a bookcase. Okay, now we're getting
with
somewhere.
With a girl sitting in a chair like I do when I read.
Okay.
And I haven't.
And you
it's
build
sold
that
out
of Legos. You build the girl out of Legos and the bookcase.
Yes, and books.
Oh, now you see, it's like pulling teeth with her. I had no fucking clue to what she's talking about.
I can't find it anywhere. I think they're completely sold out.
Or they didn't sell any and they threw them out and they're in a dumpster pile in Utah along with all the ET cartridges from Atari 2600.
Rude.
I'm just saying, I don't know. So would you like to be old and live?
See, Shy gets me. She goes, I know exactly what it is, Mama X. I want the same set.
Okay, so there's two of you that need to be shackled to the wall.
No, we need to find this.
Okay, so there's a thing for this guy. I ran across this article, and it says 92-year-old says the key to living long and healthy, life revolves around one activity. Click or not click, I had to click. Because I had to know what this guy, I mean, you think about everything. Well, you know, what is it? Roller skating? Or maybe it's sex? He's going to say something crazy. He's 92. And at 92...
having a drink at 3 p.m. every day.
That was what your mother said. That was your mother's thing.
And look how long she lived.
That's true. True story. So in this one here, I had to click on this because anybody who's 92, I'm going to stop and listen to them, no matter what. You got along that long, you've seen some stuff. You know some stuff just from being around. So I did. Do you have any? What would be your guess? What was his activity that prolonged his life?
I just told you.
What?
Having a drink.
No, that's not an activity.
Oh. Okay.
Unless you're counting
living a long life.
He really worked out his arm muscles for raising that glass at 3 o'clock every day.
Taking a walk. How boring is that?
Yeah, I don't think
Whacking off?
Whoa!
Daily?
At 92?
Hey, you know.
At 92? I don't think so. Guess what it was? Ping pong.
Oh, good for him.
Ping pong. That dude got it. And he showed people, watch, I can play.
Right on.
That dude can serve and swap back ping pong at 92.
Good for him.
I think no matter what, out in the middle of the field.
I still think he should drink.
Where we put out the snow and the mud out in our field, we should have a ping pong table right out in the middle of it. We should go out every day and play once. So we can live to be 92. That's the rule.
All right. He's still using his arms more than his legs.
Yeah.
I'd rather take a drink than use a ping pong paddle.
All right, so tomorrow is February 2nd. Do you know what day that is?
Groundhog Day. Do you know they're trying to take that away?
Way to fuck up my story. What are you, Danny H now? You're just fucking jumping the gun on this?
That's pretty funny.
Do you know who's trying to take it away?
Isn't it PETA?
Yes, it's PETA. There goes the second part of my story. Do you know what they're trying to replace it with?
Oh, I forgot. That one you can tell me.
Thank God. Good. You should get fucked up 2/3 of my story. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have something breaking news for you here. No one's heard of it so far. PETA is trying to disrupt Groundhog Day. That's right, Punxsutawney Phil. They're trying to put him out of action, send him into retirement permanently. And how does PETA plan on taking the place of Punxsutawney Phil? You're going to think it's something clever, something witty, something strong to replace the heritage, the nobility and the tradition that we've all come to love. Well, they want to do it with a vegan cake.
What the hell? Why are they? Why?
They want it to be a reveal, like a gender reveal. They want to lift the cake, and there's colors on the cake, and the colors indicate the vegan cake will tell us more winter or no winter.
I'm so tired of them taking away traditions.
I don't think that, the pendulum's swinging back the other way. Nobody's fucking going for it. We're done. We're done with all this radical left-wing bullshit. We're done. You know, you can have your traditions that you want.
For these
you can have your stuff, but you don't run the country. That's all I'm saying. If vegans want to do this, if leftists want to do this, if fringe groups want to do this, knock yourself out. I will never bother you. But you're not going to make the rest of us change.
Amen, brother.
And here's the gig. And here's the deciding factor on how I know for a fact this could never gain traction. Do you think Bill Murray would ever do a movie about a groundhog cake?
Hell no.
No. February 2nd cake, Bill Murray's passing on that script. And if he's not willing to do the movie, we shouldn't change our traditions. No.
You know
we'll
what?
stick with where we're
I
at.
don't care if PETA wants to be around. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I feel the same thing as you. You do you. If you want to be a part of PETA, go for it. But just because I don't want to be a part of PETA doesn't mean I have to do everything they want to do.
This encompasses all of the fringe groups, the minority groups that were pushing with their agendas. Everything was fine. It's like, we want to be heard. You can be heard. We want to be equal. We'll treat you equal. We want to be included. You're included. Everything was fine. Do you remember up to the 90s, nobody cared? The late 90s and early 2000s, there wasn't all these different fractions. Everybody's like, yeah, we don't care anymore. You can be gay or lesbian, you can black or white. Nobody cared. Everybody was getting along. I was there. It wasn't a big issue. Oh, yes, there was isolated. And don't pull up an article from Arkansas from 1999 and pretend that was the sentiment of the country. I hate when you guys do that. Everything was okay. Until it's just included, yes. Equal, yes. Part of the world, yes. Recognized, yes. But in the last 10 years, you wanted to be at the front of the line. You wanted to be first. You make the decisions. You make the rules. You wanted to have your display in the front of Target.
I think all Americans should be at the front of the line.
And at the end of the day, when the pendulum finally came back the other way, we went, okay, we're done. We want to go back to equal. We don't want to squash you or push you to the side. No. Just equal. That's all we want. It's all you should want. Don't be to the front of the line. So that's all I'm saying. You know, the vegans can do their cake and everything. Just go. It's fine. Go along with us. But you can't take away ours because you want yours at the front of the line. Do you see what I'm saying now?
And this town that does this has been their tradition forever.
Right.
This is a town event.
Yeah, we get to tag along with this event. The rest of America gets to go with it. Briggs, did we get banned from TikTok? Well, I did say something, common sense. And Briggs, let me know right now.
Oh, my gosh. Graham Gordon, $2. $2 to pay the tariff on my next Canadian whiskey, on your next Canadian. $2 from Noel. Noel says, let's go, hoes.
Briggs.
Huh?
Did we get banned from TikTok?
John Morgan says, is Danny H the $2 hoe?
Someone on YouTube needs to drop in $21, a $21 donation,
Why, for what?
That clears the jar. $21 to $25 hits like an explosion, like a ton of fucking dynamite, and clears the jar out. What's that?
Still on TikTok.
Right.
Jeremy B, $5. Here's another $5 for the sponsored ad of the picture.
Okay, we really got to I'm sorry, I thought you guys would have sympathy. I'm sorry I brought it up now. You guys are supposed to be on my side going, wow, General, I don't know how she could do that to you. Sammy Joe, Gen X mom. It's totally bullshit, General. I'm on your side. If my chick did that to me, I'd be pissed. I'm with you, buddy.
See, everybody's on my
side. I'm looking for a little sympathy out of there. I'm not looking for a bunch of people to jump on the bandwagon and make fun of me. Okay? We're not having T-shirts made up with that on. There's not going to be any hats. There's not going to be bumper stickers.
Oh, yeah, I'm making a T-shirt.
No, you're not.
Oh, hell yeah, I am.
Wow. That's all I got to say.
That's going to be the #1 bestseller.
Wow. You're not doing it. Not allowed.
Okay.
The General has spoken.
Whatever. You can speak all you want. Johnny O on Facebook. General.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen the new Chevy El Camino 2025?
I've seen, I saw the mock-ups on it, and I think I saw pictures of the prototype. They had a Chevelle. They had an El Camino. They look pretty badass. I don't know where that's going to end up, if that's what's going to go into production. But yeah, they're looking pretty good right there. All right, here comes some more. Look at all the blue ones coming in here. Nightbot. Now watch. Nightbot did it. Here come the diamonds. Nightbot. My man, watch. Oh, shit. Now, you see what Nightbot did on YouTube?
I haven't seen it yet. Oh.
He says, all the Facebook, get the fuck out. All the Facebooks are just get the fuck out of here. He just did it all at once. He cleared them all out with. He didn't like that shit. When he wants it to go, Nightbot say, get the fuck out of here. Now, if you put in $2, you can see the $2 whore. YouTube, put in your $2. 3 of you put it in there, then 6 little images come there. Then you can take a look. Unless Nightbot fucking blows you guys up again. Speaking of, Graham Gordon, what's he got? Graham Gordon says, don't dum dum. Ours tipped $2. Okay, here he goes. Here comes one. Chat. There's the $2 whore. Nightbot with another $2. Oh wow, only one stayed in there. Nightbot's got the $2 whore coming in. And there they all stayed. So now you guys got to look. Louis Calderon has liked your stream from Facebook, and look at Louis. Oh shit! I've never seen a Facebook square kick a face out of there. He fucking launched it like a 50-yard field goal.
You didn't say. John Morgan said is Johnny H the $2 hoe.
Well, I was letting other people participate by cleverly ignoring you, but you just keep bringing it up. $2 from somebody else. I didn't get to see who that was because my wife was talking.
Noel, $2. Who da ho?
See, and two of them stayed. So
Nightbot $2. Now we can guess.
Right. See, Nightbot, he cleared the jar and he put the face in. He's like, God damn it, let's just get this shit together right now. So Nightbot took care of that for
Becca
you.
Rowland gave $1.99. Here goes number 2.
Some of you have been participating with me in we're building a new store, but it's through different companies that supply. They supply the product. We don't get to see it. And a few of you have bought some things. Chris Yerger, Disney Kid, bought a Chicks t-shirt, which is one of my favorites. He said print ink was perfect. The shirt was great. Sahara H, what did she get? Did she get
I do not recall.
a harem shirt? She got one of the black harem shirts with the big pink letters that she's part of the General's harem, and I love her so much. Gladly accepted into my online harem. She bought one, and she said ink was good, color was good, shirt felt great. But then Trippy Pineapple bought a hoodie. You got a hoodie, did you not?
Yes.
And it was what?
I didn't like it.
Horrible. Trippy said doesn't fit right. Ink looks bad. So we're just learning. We're ordering these things before we put it out there for the public. A few of you have been gracious enough to buy one item or two and tell us what, we can't afford to buy one of everything and we don't have any way to check it. So it's nice of you guys to chip in and buy something and try it. So those of you who are part of the beta program, and I'm going to put up a bunch more stuff tomorrow. I'm going to pull the hoodies. We're going to have to find a different place for hoodies and go from there. But it should be a good lineup once we get it all done. We're trying to make everything higher quality. I hate when I order something online and it turns out shitty. I don't want things to be a novelty act for you guys. We want it to be, something you could wear and be comfortable. And so we are working on that. All right. I haven't seen Danny H. or Sahara in here tonight.
Oh, they're both here.
Well, Danny H., you are the $2 whore.
Woo, Danny H., $2 hoe tonight. He's working the crowd.
He's working, deservedly so, is he not? That's true. We got more to say on that. Now, remember, there's a couple things coming. We talked about the podcast. The podcast was from Minden. I had it from Reno, and St. Donna kicked the shit out of me and was very upset. And she says, we are not in Reno. We are in Minden. And the podcast was from Minden. It was not from Reno. So I had to redo the whole goddamn thing. So we did the General Sox podcast. Special guest was the Sun Valley Fox, and that is Gen X Mom, Your Queen, with her older brother, the Sun Valley Fox, my brother-in-law, coolest guy I know. And it was a great podcast. It was a lot of stuff. The comments that came back on the audio was that the people who listened to the audio version was how much they learned about you and your brother and growing up and the bond there. There was a lot of stuff in the history of that. People are putting together the pieces. I thought it was
There's
fun
so
for that
much
also.
to talk about. We could have went on for
for 6 hours, but it was great. We bounced around on some stuff. It wasn't just about them, but the pieces fell in place. It turned out to be a wonderful podcast. So going back to Vegas. Now,
Vegas.
I have had the privilege of men coming up to me and giving me challenge coins in a handshake. I've got a collection of them right here behind me. When I get a new one, it does not diminish the value of the other ones. But I did not expect this from Danny H. And he walked up and he shook my hand and I could feel the coin and I didn't let go of his hand.
Yes.
And I said, are you sure? Because if we let go hands and I keep that coin, I wanted to make sure he was giving me one of his challenge coins. Challenge coins, there's different ones. You can buy them by the hundreds and they're cheap and you just give them away to everybody and they're kind of meaningless. But the ones that are passed around man to man at an event that means something, those are the ones that count the most with me is the rare ones, the ones that are a little bit worn out, the ones that have been in some guy's pocket for a long time. So Danny H gave me one from his, and I took that. I held on to that for a long time until I finally put it in the rack behind me. But I just get a feeling sometimes when I just want to hang on to something and have that contact with it. But that was Danny H, and he handed that to me. There's a couple pictures there. You'll see it in the screen behind me. And this is Danny H. And Danny H is a $2 whore, and that is his beautiful blushing bride, Sahara. So if you see in YouTube, I think they're in YouTube tonight, Danny H or Sahara H. This is them. I think Danny probably got as many compliments to me that people had said, hey, thanks for the show, thanks for coming up, thanks for putting this on. By the way, I spent some time talking to Danny H. I think I received more of those conversations about Danny than anybody else, and they were all positive. I know that he made an impression on your brother too, because when I asked your brother who'd you bump into that was he just I want to talk to Danny H more, more time, and it was Danny H made a huge impression on everybody there. Everybody seemed to like him. Everybody got along with him. The rumor was that everybody he talked to, he gave everybody $10. So I think he was buying.
Whoa! Where was my $10?
He was buying his own Yelp review from everybody individually. I think that's what I heard.
I didn't get $10.
Did you say something nice about him? No.
I gave him a big hug.
You didn't tell me anything nice about him, so clearly you didn't get the $10, or he would have said, "Hey, Gen X mom, here's $10. Go say something positive about me to the general," and you didn't because you didn't get the $10. And I'm just saying, not that I know everything about everything, but I know something about something. So yes, the Sun Valley Fox was there for the event. He was a wonderful host in Minden, along with St. Donna, and she was beautiful as always. And yes, we did have Haywood Nelson show up for the event. He promised he'd be there, and he did. Don't forget that. Now, that brings us to the close of the hour. I've gone through everything for the close of the program. I kind of went through things in order. We didn't take phone calls. We went back to the old school way. I have an announcement to make. The hard part about this is I didn't tell you. So you're going to get mad. I got two announcements. One of them even has a picture. Let me find the picture.
Oh, I've seen it.
I
saw it. We just haven't had a discussion about it. I know exactly what it is before you even post it.
Is this something we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about this.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about it. I just got through one event. And ladies and gentlemen, all the way home, I got a lecture. Okay, Vegas is over. It's time to start packing to move.
Buckle up. Start packing.
I'm fine.
That's
fine. No more shit.
No more Grubhub. No more spending money.
No more events. You need to focus on packing up. But no, did he ask me about this? No. Well, then I guess you're putting it on, big boy.
Kinda. We've been talking about this for a long time.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
This and moderator night. So we're not doing moderator appreciation night either?
That's different. Moderator appreciation night is fine.
Why is that fine, but this isn't fine?
Because this is something huge. And this was not what I wanted.
This is exactly what you wanted.
No, I wanted bingo night. Not casino night.
Okay.
So you didn't ask. You get to plan this one.
What is bingo night? That is a game old ladies play, bingo.
Bingo night is fun. We are old.
Oh, my God. Bingo night.
Well, then you put on your own casino night.
Wow, I can't believe you're dipping out on our friends.
Dipping out.
Yeah, on our friends. They wanted to do this.
I'm bouncing then.
Yeah, clearly.
If you're dipping, I'm bouncing.
You have no love for our friends and family in the Bottom of the Glass Nation at all. I can see it in your eyes right now. You don't give a shit one way or the other about this. Now, I'm begging you to help make this a special night, but if you refuse to show love to our friends, I don't know where we should go with this marriage. I don't know if I can be married to you anymore. I'm not even sure. These are our friends you're talking about, and you're bailing on them. This is terrible. But we've done casino night once before. It went pretty well. Everybody had a good time, but we didn't know what we were getting into because you and I had never done an online casino night before. Now, I think we know, but now there's so many different companies that do it. And I go to the website. I wrote down everything that we know about it, and more details will come. I didn't put a date on this yet, but we want to do it, and it's online where you just come home but you got to buy a ticket to sit at the table. And all the places that do this, they charge us to host it. So it's not like we're doing it we get it for free. And
yes,
we're charging
John Morgan, we could do strip bingo because, we're behind the camera, or we're behind our computers.
Well, that brings me to Sunny Point number 3. Some of them allow you just have your name and you're sitting at the table, and once you're sitting there, you don't have to get up or move. And once the table's full, people sitting with me are sitting with me. and that's it. But there's also some of these now that have video cameras where they put your face on it like a Zoom call, and you're playing poker. There's 6 people playing, and there's 6 people here at this table, and they have your face on there too because your camera's on. They have that technology. So when she just agreed to strip poker, you know what she would do? She would be totally naked, but all you'd see is from the shoulders up anyway, and she'd go, "Well, here's all my clothes," and you'd never see anything anyway. Although that's still very, very
Yes, you better
cool.
start planning your casino night.
Starting because you're not going to help.
No, I'm packing up a 3,000 square foot house. What are you doing?
Well,
Planning a bingo night. I mean, a casino night.
but apparently I'm planning casino night. So yeah, that's the one thing I want to tell you.
Yes, the parents are fighting.
Yeah, I can't remember the other one. I had 2 things to do. It was only casino night.
Uh-huh.
And it was a moderator night. There's something else too. I
Yeah.
can't remember what it was.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I know what it was.
But
I don't know how to do this, but there are a certain number of people, and myself included, I think even you're on board, about doing some sort of world show again. Because there's just so much going on, and I'm answering emails and DMs and text messages. There's, even if we just a short show, and I thought about what you said, do a segment inside the bottom of the glass, do 15 minutes, but we can't. Because we'll get banned from TikTok. You can't say that stuff. You can't even have an opinion in there without getting banned. So do you just do a 15-minute show and then start the stream over again and include TikTok the next time through? Or do we just do, like pick a day and just do it again and just talk about what's coming up?
why don't you like every other Tuesday a world show?
You know what? You had a suggestion one time about a world show not being on time. There was no set times. Just when an event happened or some things were going on, make some notes, send out a Patreon message, smoke signals. Because if you're on Patreon, it's the only place we can email you. Moderators will put up the link. It's $1, but it's the only place we can say, hey, we're going on the radio. Hey, we're going live. You have to hope you get the notifications. That's all. But if you don't, Patreon, we just tell you. Plus, you get all the behind-the-scenes stuff. It goes back 4 years. But you had made a suggestion one time, like just send out the smoke signals, go on for 45 minutes to an hour, talk about what's going on at any given time.
Just had a great suggestion.
What's that?
He said do it and end early on TikTok and continue on the other platforms. That's actually quite brilliant.
Oh, in other words,
Like tonight, like you're on TikTok right now, so
Yeah.
you would end TikTok and then go on with the world.
I can't. I have to. I can't, and I don't think there's a way to just end one platform. I can't.
Yeah, the kid could just shut it down. All you have to do is end stream. Right?
No. TikTok is now part of the list of everything in Streamlabs. So I have to end the stream and start over a new one without TikTok. But that's the opposite of what I said. Do a 15-minute, 20-minute world show, stop, and start over with everybody included. It's just you're doing it the opposite way, but you have to do 2 streams in a row. Anyway, that's it. That's it for us for tonight.
Whoa. Hold your horses. I have sheets. I've been very quiet about it.
If there's one thing you haven't been tonight, is quiet. Go ahead.
Houdini is celebrating 34 months on YouTube tonight.
Very good.
Christopher Sevick, $2. Any word yet on how the documentary is going from the gentleman that was out here? That
You know what? We haven't even. I forgot about that. We got to call that guy. The behind the scenes thing. I forgot about that guy.
Scott Royston, $2. Happy birthday to me tomorrow. Scott Royston is celebrating 51 years.
Man after my own heart who says happy birthday to me. I thought I was the only one who did that.
Nightbot, $2. He's not a hoe. He's given directions. Danny H.
Danny H is a hoe with a capital H. See, Danny Ho, get it? What else you got?
Sammy Joe says in her town, they use plastic lawn pink flamingos instead of a groundhog because it was invented here.
Sammy Joe says in her town, they use plastic lawn flamingos instead of a groundhog because what was invented there?
I'm assuming the pink flamingos were invented there?
So her town, which is in Boston, and I'm going to say that pink plastic flamingos were invented in Florida. That would make sense to me. But she's going to say that Pink Flamingo Day was invented in Boston instead of Groundhog Day? Well, pass. All of you from Boston, I'm going to go with Groundhog Day in Puxatawny than Pink Plastic Flamingo Day in Boston with Sammy Joe. It doesn't even roll off the tongue right. What else?
Okay, that's it.
All right. Now listen, the show's not ending. I mean, this show is ending, but the show isn't ending. Following right on the heels of this, moments later, Briggs is across the studio, has been working diligently for hours. He's going to give you a jukebox show. And it's a really good one. Now, there's two things I can tell you about the show without giving away all his surprises. One, he wants to talk to you guys about the continuation of the jukebox show. How long does it go? What does it do? And remember, he can be bribed with money because he's a kid. At his age, he can be bribed with a slice of pizza. If you ordered a pizza and sent it to the front door, he'd be eating it going, fuck yeah, I'll do 3 shows a day for the next 4 years because he's hungry. He needs food. That's one thing. You're going to be discussing that for the month of February. Leg. He does. But the other thing is he has a brilliant plan. He's trying to cram a 3-hour show because he owes everybody. He owes for days he missed.
Because the internet at the Grand Sierra Hotel in Reno blew chunks, man.
You know, I told people that GSR didn't stand for Grand Sierra Resort. I told them it stood for Gen X Talks Sierra Resort. There was like one person that went, really? Are you sure?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Anyway, so what Briggs is trying to do is he owes you guys some hours. So he figures he can cram 3 hours of songs into an hour and a half. Now, we all know that back in the day, the record players played LP long plays were speed 33, and the singles were speed 45. What Briggs said once he learned about that Gen X thing, and there was even a speed 78. If you want to know the truth, I just didn't teach him about that. He said, okay, so if I play all the LPs that are supposed to be played at 33, if I play all the songs at 45, I can get 3 hours done in an hour and a half. He's not wrong.
That sounds like Common Core math. You have to explain that the Kids Jukebox is only going to be on YouTube for all the other platforms that are listening.
Yeah, I don't know why he does that. Because
I don't think he can.
Oh, he can do suggestions. Yeah, it's just on YouTube only because that's right. He did explain this to me. When you guys are making suggestions for the jukebox, he can't watch TikTok and Facebook and Rumble. He can't see all the screens. He has no moderator help on that. And plus, he doesn't want moderators giving. He wants to see it from you guys live. So everybody out there in radio and TV land, if you're listening, as soon as we hang up from here, moments later, just on YouTube, you don't have to be a member. You just watch for it, click on it, and chime in. He does a great jukebox show where he plays your suggestions of songs. He listens to your input. Why do you like the song? What does it remind you of? You know, what part of your life is it about? And then he tells you how he feels about it. He's got a list going on there too. It's a lot of fun to listen to the program. We will go inside the house. Gen X Mom, his mother, will watch the whole show. She is very proud of his jukebox shows, as are most of you. So if you want to tune into that, it's right after this. Gen X Mom.
It is on the Gen X Talks YouTube channel. The Jukebox show is on the Gen X Talks channel on YouTube.
Gen X Mom, do you want to say goodnight, Gracie?
Good night, Gracie.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. Not sure where you tuned in from around the planet, AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps you tuned in on the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember 2 things in this world. Number 1, wherever you go, there you are. It's profound and deep, I know. And number 2, I'm out. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Out, 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 go, 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 bye, bye, bye. Where's end?